Hello, one and all present over here. I am Bhavna Muthal from the KBT COE Nasik from IT department. I am presenting a topic of ubiquitous computing from on the behalf of the subject of human computer interaction. So my team members are Janvi Mulane, Ajay Naikwade and Nandini More. What do you mean by ubiquitous computing? Ubiquitous computing, it's mean Ubicom, is a post or the desktop of model of human computer interaction in which information processing has been thoroughly integrated into everyday objects and activities. The idea that almost any devices from the clothing to the tools appliances to the cars and the homes of human body to your coffee mug can be embedded with a chips of connected the devices to any information network of our other devices. It refers to the computer of everyday's life, is also called a pervasive computing. Goals of Ubicom: to create an environment where the connectivity of the devices is embedded in such a way that the connectivity is ubiquitous and always available. Ubicom devices characteristics: very tiny, even invisible, small, inexpensive, robust network processing device, either they're mobile or embedded in almost any type of object such as cars, tools, appliances, clothing, and various consumer goods, also communicating through an increasingly interconnected network. Examples of Ubicom devices are PDA, smartphone, GPS, digital audio player, etc. Example of Ubicoms are: a domestic ubiquitous computing environment might interconnected lightly and environment control with the personal biometric monitors and woven into a clothing so that the illumination and heating condition in a room might be modulated and continuously and imperfectibly possessed a refrigerator aware of their suitable tagged content, able to both plans a variety of menus from the food which is actually needed and not to be spoiled as a food. So my next presentations and our PPT is represented by Janvi Mulane. Thank you and have a great day.
Hello everyone, my name is Janvi Milin Murane and I am going to explain the generations of computing. The first generation, that is the first era of computing, is known as the mainframe era. In this era, many people uses one computer. That is, this computer system was the central system from which entire offices and sometimes companies call their infrastructure. The second era of computing, that is the second generation, is known as PC era, in which one computer uses one person. That is, a person can own his own computer system. And the third era of computing is called as ubiquitous computing, in which one person can access many computer systems. In this third era, the workload is been distributed, and that's why the tasks are made easier. The figure given below shows the generations of computing. The blue line indicates the mainframe era, that is one computer and many people. In this era, the workload was much more on the computer system. In The pink line indicates the one person one computer, that is PC era. It was moderate. And the third one, that is ubiquitous computing, is indicated by green line, where one person can access to many computers. This next is ubiquitous computing versus virtual reality. Ubiquitous computing is basically about bringing computing to people's physical world and integrating with everyday objects and activities and making comfortable with the human world. And virtual reality is totally opposite. That is, it is about simulating physical world and putting people inside virtual computing world. In this, there are limited applications and activities. Ubiquitous computing is an integration of human factors, computer science, engineering, and social sciences, whereas virtual reality is primarily a horsepower problem. Ubiquitous computing versus virtual reality. In this picture, the first picture predicts the virtual reality, whereas the second one gives us the ubiquitous computing, that is also known as embodied virtuality. In first one, many people or human resources has to be the part of computer, that is they are mainly dependent on the computer system, which has limited applications and accesses. Whereas ubiquitous computing, the computer itself becomes the part of human world. Thank you.
Hi, Ajay Naikode. History of Ubicom. Mark Schweitzer is the father of ubiquitous computing. He coined the phrase ubiquitous computing around 1988. He's written some of the earliest paper on the subject, larger define its and sketching out its major concern. He was influenced by many fields outside computer science, including philosophy, phenomenology, anthropology, philosophy, postmodernism, sociology of science, and feminist criticism. He was articulated the current mode of computing in 1988 at the Computer Science Lab at Xerox PARC, Castleview. In the in his book The Rise of the Networking Society, he struggle there is ongoing shift from already decentralized stand-alone microcomputer and mainframe toward entire device computing. In his model of previous computing system, Castle used the example of the internet as the start of previous computing system. The logical progression from that paradigmic is a system where the networking logic become application in every realm of daily activities, in every location and every context. Castle immunization a system where billions of manufacturing ubiquitous intercommunication device will be spread. Number system administration depend on the challenges too. There is lack of a system administer social implication of our technologies. Ubiquitous computing will be have a social impact on your society, just as a previous to early of computing did. For how will be individual known if they are within smart environment where embedded devices are gathering data, else is neither ethical to gather information from individual without their knowledge. The accidental smart environment. If you walk into an environment where in the world you would probably not find a infrastructure suitable for ubiquitous computing device, improved interoperabilities. That mean many technology producing companies desire to produce their own probability produce speak their own properties languages. This leaves non probabilities between device from different companies. Thank you.
I'm Nandini. My project is Project of Ubicom. The Smart Space Lab was established as the one of the example of ubiquitous computing environment. This laboratory is currently involved in the following areas of research in order to simplify the creation of this type of environment in convenient locations. First, ubiquitous open platform. A service platform is tool to provide ubiquitous computing services such as sensing, acquisition, and the networking by installing this platform in private spaces such as home and office as well as public spaces. Second, ubiquitous base software. This software that serves as the base environment for the dynamic connection of the upper platform is able to receive input from the user for services provided in this environment and feedback output that is generated by these services. Next, ubiquitous application. Application software there is being developed as the service technology in the smart environment that uses service platform and the mobile platforms. A sample of the services under development is shown in the diagram. First is ubiquitous map service, ubiquitous mobile service, ubiquitous viewer service, ubiquitous home service. So there are ubiquitous computing application everywhere. It has developed into various devices including computer, notebooks, smartphones, tablets and sensors. And the human computer interaction that is HCI is enabled through speakers like Amazon Echo, Google Assistants, etc. Next, here the some some of the ubiquitous project that is ubiquitous map service, ubiquitous mobile service, ubiquitous viewer service and ubiquitous home service. Thank you.